Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Grant Bertrand and I have the honor of participating in this year's Open Studios events on November 9th and 10th. I've always loved making things with my hands and creating new things. At first, in 1998, I fell in love with glass as a material. And then in 2014, I fell in love again, this time with ceramics. I see these as sister materials, and of those sisters, clay is the softer, more forgiving of those sisters. I find my inspiration from landscapes that are meaningful to me and patterns that I find both in nature and in the built environment. I love layering things and I love color and pattern and texture. And so those are things that I strive for on the surface work of my pieces. At the moment, the majority of my process involves using slab building techniques. In other words, I start with a flat sheet of clay, and that gives me the ability to view it sort of like a canvas. From there, I can use painting and trailing and things like linoleum block prints and silk screens to make patterns on my clay. Once I've done that, I can then use these things to create patterns on paper or directly onto the clay body, and then build up layer and design with color and texture. Because this is a process that you do backwards, oftentimes it ends up looking like not much before you print it out. So there's a part of the process that I like to call the big reveal. And that's the part where you've put the paper onto the clay and transferred the design, and you get to lift up the paper very carefully and gently, and it reveals what the design will look like in the end. It's the first chance I get to look at it and really see what we might be working with. Once it's past that phase, then it has the opportunity to go through and be formed into three-dimensional objects or anything that I can dream up. If you need just a little bit more motivation to come and visit me on Open Studios, I thought it would be wonderful if we could make some little flowers together, so I'll have everything set up for you to come in and do that when you get here. So once again, my name is Kelly Grant Bertrand, and I sincerely hope I have the opportunity to meet you. We're just a few miles north of downtown for Open Studios weekend. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful Open Studios experience.